propose to you that we go to the topic number 10 on our agenda. That's the election of the host of the IOC session in 2027. And there we welcome the delegation of Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. And this delegation is, of course, led by our dear friend and colleague, Luis Mejia Oviedo. He's joined by Mr. Garibaldi Bautista, the President of the Dominican Republic. Felix Sanchez, I think does not need too much introduction, our 2 times gold medalist. Then we have Felipe Vicini, who is the chairman of the candidature. And then we have Ania-Len Verges and Madame Julissa Rosario, who are responsible for public affairs and logistics. Querido colega y amigo Luis Mejia.
Dear colleague and friend Luis Mejia Oviedo, you have the floor. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, President.
Estimado Presidente.
Dear President.
Queridos colegas.
Dear colleagues.
De nuestro Comité Olímpico Internacional.
Members of the International Olympic Committee.
Siempre podemos andar.
I think that
detrás de un sueño.
We always can follow a dream.
Y los sueños se alcanzan.
And dreams can be achieved, provided you are given the opportunity to do that. We have a dream.
Tenemos el interés.
We have an interest
de recibirlos a ustedes
to receive you in our country.
En nuestro país. Hemos sometido nuestra candidatura.
We submitted our candidacy in order to be able to welcome you in our home country.
Todo lo necesario.
We have done everything necessary to ensure that this could be realized. We presented our bid, and we were sent an inspection team, and today we come before you in order to formalize our request. We would like to organize a meeting of our International Olympic Committee, and that would be in 2027. We have with us a delegation. And we want to show the interest of a nation in the Caribbean, in the Americas. And I'd like to be able to introduce to you the people whom we are. My colleagues will all have an opportunity to speak. And I would like to start off by introducing my country. And I will come back and speak to you again at the end of the presentation. But I would like you to have an idea what the Dominican Republic is. Please go ahead and show the video.
The Dominican Republic, a land where history, culture, and nature unite in perfect harmony. This is where the New World was born. Santo Domingo, the first city of the Americas, home to the first cathedral, first university, and the iconic colonial zone. But the Dominican Republic is more than history. It is a land of treasures. Lariman, the rare blue stone found only here, and the Dominican amber, preserving stories millions of years old. Our beaches are world famous. White sand in crystal clear waters. But beyond the coast, the heart of the island rises. Constanza's Valley, Aguas Blancas Waterfall, and the mighty Pico Duarte, the tallest peak in the Caribbean. And when it comes to our people, one thing is certain. We are born to fight, to persevere, to win. Felix Sanchez, at the storyline. The Dominican Republic has never won an Olympic gold. The gunshot fired, Seconds turn into history. Gold. We were no longer just participants. We were champions. And we never looked back. Paris 2024. Marilady Paulino stepped onto the track running for every dreamer. She ran not just for herself, but for every Dominican who ever dared to dream. And we got gold again. Every Summer Olympics since 2004, we've brought home a medal. From one champion to another, our legacy is written in gold. We are the heartbeat of merengue and bachata, music that carries out our spirit worldwide. A powerhouse in baseball, boxing, taekwondo, and weightlifting. Crafting world-renowned golf courses, tobacco, coffee, and cacao. Fastest growing economy in the Caribbean. 5% GDP growth projected for 2025. 10 million tourists in 2023. 7 billion in export from free trade zones. A nation of innovation, ambition, unstoppable momentum. The Dominican Republic is history, nature, culture, progress. A place to explore, feel, and live unforgettable experiences. Welcome to the heart of the Caribbean. Welcome to the Dominican Republic.
Estimado presidente y miembros
Dear President,
del Comité Olímpico
members of the International Olympic Committee,
del Comité Olímpico Dominicano
the Dominican Olympic Committee
del Deporte Nacional fundado en 1996
represents an organization set up in 1946. And we have 79 years of existence. On the 26th of May, 1954, we are affiliated to the International Olympic Committee. And we're also a full member of the Association of the ANOC committees, Central Caribe Sport, and to the Association of the Caribbean Olympic Committees. We have a reputation of sport in the Dominican Republic, and we have been able to organize Central American Caribbean Games in '74 and 1986. And we've also organized the Pan Am Games in 2003. Our history has a history of 15 medals, 4 gold medals, 5 silver medals, and 6 bronze medals. The support of the Dominican government has been fundamental in this endeavor. We have an alliance of solidarity and marked by respect. In the same way, we have been able to count on the support of our alliances with the private sector. We've got the CRESO program, which promotes the Olympic dream. We believe in alliances which will allow us to promote success. And with the support of CRESO and our government, we are engaged, and we wanted to be able to continue to develop the spirit of the Olympic Games. We are a small country from an Olympic point of view, but our heart is very large, and our determination will allow us to really meet very large challenges. We have gained the respect of the region, and we have carried out our work with dedication. The Dominican society is passionate about sport. It practices and carries out sport intensively. The Dominican population believes that sport is part of its existence. It is part of its national identity and part of its day-to-day culture. It believes that this is a fundamental value, and it provides strength in order to be able to move forward. Now, I'd like to introduce somebody who's marked the path of our medal winners. Somebody who has really allowed us to believe in the dreams of gold, and that those dreams were possible. Our first gold medal winner, Felix Sanchez. Thank you very much.
Good morning, President of the International Olympic Committee and esteemed IOC members. I'm Felix Sanchez, two-time Olympic champion, and it's an immense honor to speak to you today. It's hard to believe that it's been more than 20 years have passed since I won my country's first gold medal at the 2004 Athens Olympics. And it's good to be back in Greece. Being here feels surreal. As I reflected on my journey, I remember how I first dreamt of becoming Olympic champion for the Dominican Republic. It transformed not only my life, but the lives of countless athletes back home. We once approached the Olympic Games happy to participate. Yet that defining moment in Athens ignited a flame within the Olympic movement in the Dominican Republic, a spark that inspired our athletes to reach for medals and dream bigger. And since that golden night, we have earned at least one medal in every Olympic Games, embedding the Olympic spirit into our sporting culture. And just last year, Marilady Paulino became our first female Olympic champion and broke the Olympic record. And this transformation from mere participants to hopefuls, from medalists to record holders has been profound. The Olympics have provided our small nation with a platform to dream, inspire, and share joy, turning cheers into tears of happiness. And while we may be small in size, we make up for it with heart and passion. Today, I invite you to bring your IOC session to the Dominican Republic and beautiful Punta Cana, and come witness the joy on the faces of Dominicans when they hear the mention of the Olympic Games and remember our past medalists. And on behalf of past, present, and future Olympians, especially those from the Dominican Republic, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the International Olympic Committee for allowing us to chase our dreams. I look forward to welcoming you to Punta Cana in 2027. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning, President Bach, dear IOC members. As you can see, Punta Cana is a magical place, and we're all waiting for you. We propose hosting the IOC session next in 2027 in April or May, when our weather is at its best, perfect temperatures, clear skies, and an unforgettable settings. Punta Cana is one of the best connected destinations in the Caribbean. 70 airports worldwide offer direct flights to the Punta Cana airport, and over 620 flights with one-stop connections. 67% of all flights and passengers in the Dominican Republic pass through the Punta Cana airport, making it the leading and fastest growing airport in the Caribbean. And once you land, your experience will be seamless. A 25-minute scenic ride takes you straight to the official IOC hotel. We have chosen the Lopesan Costa Bávaro Resort, which is a 5-star beachfront resort, and it will be the home of the IOC members during that session. It offers a stunning blend of modern elegance and Caribbean beauty. Private pools, white sandy beaches, and world-class dining ensure an exceptional stay. Designed for both relaxation and productivity, making it the ideal and excellent setting for the IOC. For the opening ceremony, we have selected a venue that reflects the grandeur of the event. A world-class venue designed for unforgettable moments. Located within the Lopesan Costa Bávaro Resort, it offers an ideal access for the IOC members. And it is a state-of-the-art facility, fully air-conditioned amphitheater, with a capacity of 820 seats, ensuring a spectacular opening event. For the IOC session itself, we propose the Barceló Bávaro Convention Center, the most advanced conference venue in the Dominican Republic. It is the largest convention center in the country, offering about 125 square feet of event space, 13 multi-purpose rooms configurable into 20 halls with a capacity of up to 5,000 attendees. And it is just 9 minutes from the official hotel. We have the accessibility, the infrastructure, and the experience to host a successful IOC session. We have a strong history in the Dominican Republic of hosting high-level international events. In recent years, we have successfully organized the 2024 Inter-American Development Bank Annual Meeting, the 28th Ibero-American Summit of Heads of State and Government, and in December of this year, we will be hosting the Summit of the Americas with hopefully most of the heads of state of the Americas attending. We also count on the full support of the Dominican government and its institutions to facilitate and dedicate the exclusive connections for this event. Punta Cana is more than a destination. It is a place where meaningful connections will be made and where the Olympic spirit will be celebrated. Punta Cana is ready to host you. And now I have the pleasure to leave you with a message of the President of the Dominican Republic, the Honorable President Luis Abinader.
Como ustedes ven, queridos,
As you have seen, dear colleagues,
el presidente de nuestra nación,
the President of the Dominican Republic has provided us with the total support for our candidacy.
de la economía dominicana.
He spoke about the strength of the Dominican Republic. And this week, the International Monetary Fund has just indicated that the economy of the Dominican Republic will increase by 4.5%. That's this year, and we're expecting 5% for the following year, according to the forecast of the IMF. As you can see from the pictures of the big beaches, we want to be able to take advantage of the Caribbean. It will be very opportune to go there, and I believe that in this whole movement, which has been to all the 5 continents, and you've been to all the different places, and I believe that therefore we would be very honored if we could be able to welcome you in our land. Because the Dominican citizen, when he comes, is to be able to welcome you with a smile. And the second reaction is to dance, to share, and to serve. And that's where we stand today. We have presented this candidacy so that we can welcome you in 2027. And we hope that we'll be able to count on your support and approval. That is our dream. And fulfilling that dream is simply saying that Olympic spirit allows us to reach out to all the territories and to all the regions. Perhaps I could give you a preamble, and you can see the beach, and you can see the merengue, which expresses the joy which characterizes us with our smile. And perhaps you could listen to this. And let me say that you are welcome. You will always be welcome in the Dominican Republic. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And with this, kind of parallel appeared to me. When I saw Felix winning his first gold medal in Athens in 2004, just behind you, Felix, the new president of the IOC, is sitting. So also winning her first gold medal in Athens 2004, and now you're coming here in different capacities as a candidate for different occasions. So somehow the Greek gods are still doing their work for the class of 2004. And with this, then we could move on to the election, and there I hand over to the Director General.
Thank you, President. I think I can spare everyone the the rules of the proceeding, because it's the same rules that are applying today that applied yesterday. So the President, as usual, does not exercise his right to vote. The scrutineers are, as yesterday, Mr. Pound, Mrs. O'Brien, and Maître Rochat. Mr. Mejia will not be taking part in the vote. And I will now ask the staff to distribute the voting, the smart cards in the voting boxes.
Mr. Mejia, if you want to entertain this session there a little bit while waiting, you know.
Sí, sobre todo que
Yes.
es de alegría y es
Yeah, you know, it is joy. It is a question of sharing.